Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Skillet coming to you from X4 Foundations, thy Hyperion pack. And I forget every time we get out of that. Oh, that was gonna be a near hit. Okay, boom. Let's see. Oh, his shields are pretty down. So, combat now in 7.5. I'm getting... Ooh, what was that big... Ah, he boosted. And this is what combat tends to be, I feel. Is your enemy boosting away... Maybe that big boom was me, actually. Boosting away and taking forever to re-engage you. Or your combat becomes very linear. You boost after him, and here we go again. And here we go again. And here we go again. Maybe he's really trying to get the edge and get distance, because in a plane, altitude is insurance, right? And in space, maybe distance is your same insurance. However, I feel that this elongates your combat. Let's see if we can just... And now we need a boost to regain some of that shield. Let's rotate. Shields are back. Let's rotate. Shields are back. He's not boosting. But he is shooting. Come on, come on. Oh! That would have been the third ship we were able to get to bail. Oh my gosh. And when I say the third ship we were able to get to bail, that is the third ship we were going to be able to get to bail. And then we killed it. Which would have given us a third combat ship. Where is... Ah, there it is. Let's get these goodies here. That would have been giving us a third combat ship. Now, what we saw is roughly what I have been finding in combat now in 7.5 is the boost, the getaway. And as I was saying, I do feel like it elongates the combat. No longer can I stop the enemy from boosting away by taking down his shields. This is a constant thing once that recharge is done that they can just pull right back into. And then they can boost away to help regain some of that shield. And then...
Not good enough.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. There we go. And let's try to get in there before he dies. He's gonna die now. Now? Now. He's not dead. He's dead. And, you know, the first foray into combat in a single seater has been full of that. Now we do have two boas, which we were able to get to bail. One actually wanted to fight back, but its fighting was very much boosting away in a line.
Jaguar.
It wasn't what we saw with the PE just there. It was literally just boosting in a straight line to get away. The PE was actually boosting to re-engage. And maybe that's the a combat aspect versus the trading aspect, because it is a combat ship and the trader has a self-preservation, opposed to maybe the robot and just the PE itself. Now, these are my findings with just limited time in this ship and in combat.
Corral PE.
Corral Kami? I wanted to get some goodies, but I guess I'm not going to be able to get some goodies. Oh.
Container.
They're right there. Oh, I do like the plumage. The plumage is pretty cool. Inertia is can be a good ally of yours. It could also help you in terms of just continuing your strafe along the long side of the ship. There's a lot to combat now that makes it just a little more. I'm not gonna say it's entirely enticing, being that we are what, 2-3 hours into this playthrough.
Not bad for a machine, I suppose.
Yeah, we're almost 3 hours into this playthrough. One of those hours was literally trying to get a boa to evac from the ship. Yeah, my experience in combat in 7.5 hasn't been the greatest, but again, we haven't. Well, what is our fighting rank now? Because we haven't really killed anything. We haven't really brought that up. We're not in a good ship to actually have other ships bail. Where is our statistics again? Here we go. Right now we're at rank private. I believe in episode 2 we were skilled. So we're moving up. Don't ask me how. Maybe just by engaging. I don't know if the algorithm's tweaked for parting skill. We haven't really destroyed. Can we have where? Ships destroyed, Xenon ships destroyed. Okay, so we have 4 Xenon ships destroyed, a total of 7 ships destroyed.
Get out of here.
Countermeasures lost, launched 1. Pilots forced to abandon ship 3. So that PE was 1, and we have the 2 boas. It's a struggle. It's a struggle right now. But that's not to say that ship movement isn't more fluid. Now, this will change depending on your thrusters. This will change depending on your engines, depending on your ship, because that's the whole point of 7.5 is a rebalance, or a maybe not rebalance is the wrong word, but to better differentiate ships, to better differentiate engines, thrusters, to make each ship feel a little more unique. And I will say that Hyperion feels better than the Theseus in its travel. That's a lot of explosions. It feels better in its travel, just slightly. So, and for such a large ship, really? That's awesome. And you kind of got to see the asteroids, or going through the asteroids as well in the last video. But just to be able to turn in travel mode, yeah, you lose your speed, you lose everything, but you're still in travel mode. Okay. Once we get in that straight line, there we go again. We are en route to... What is that? Oh, it's laser turrets from earlier. We're good. I do like this. I do think that combat with player combat, and maybe it's just because we're so new into this playthrough, it feels elongated. Parts of it do feel annoying. It is, you know, I have a goal. This is a brand new playthrough. It's a brand new universe. I want to be able to have ships that I can do things with, mining ships, trading ships, because I do want to start getting a passive income. And right now, to be able to do that takes a while. And if you're trying to do that as a player, especially new into the X4 universe, it could get frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you. When the first boa just kept boosting away, and boosting away, yeah, it's repetitive. It's a little annoying. Even with that SE that we saw, it's repetitive. It's annoying. Now, the SE had some buddies, which kind of made it a little more fun, if not anxiety-ridden. It's just that constant back and forth motion. Maybe if there's a little more dogfight. And that might be something that X4, or not X4, but Egosoft looks into in the future. I'm not going to say that, you know, combat now is the worst it's ever been. I'm not going to say that. It's more complicated than what it was. That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It's really up to you to figure that out. I want to say that I'm on the fence about the combat. I'm going to be doing more combat with the Hyperion, though, against the other L-class ships. That rocked. That really rocked. But coming to the Theseus and having to fight M and S-class ships, it's not as fun. And maybe it's the ship. Maybe it's the engine. Maybe it's the thrusters. Maybe it's the opponents I'm going to. But I don't know.
Get out of here.
I'm just going to have to keep doing this a while longer and, you know, find a knack, find a trick. Maybe it is our fighting rank. Maybe it is the ship, the engine, maybe the opponent. Maybe I need to go after combat ships solely instead of going after miners. Maybe we change things up. But that's more of a long a long test, and really being able to find that for myself, and you, the player, find that for yourself, because ships are different now. And I'm actually pretty excited to see that. I'm excited to try to get a She. I'm excited to get an Asp, a Chimera. Heck, even in a... Ooh, I almost said elite. Oh gosh. I gotta... Oh. Well, on that depressing note, ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes episode 3. I'll catch you guys again. I'm going to be doing more combat. I'll probably do a stream, maybe Friday. We'll try to do it somewhere between maybe 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time for the United States. Maybe a little later. If you catch it, you catch it. It's okay if you don't. It's going to be more of a deep dive for me to get in combat. Maybe you guys want to join and have, maybe have some commentary on something. Or maybe I need to try this or try that, or if I can get that ship. But what we're going to be doing next in this universe is we are going to explore more of the Paranid sectors. We are going to start placing some mining in resource probes. Once we get some miners, and we will start mining. I do not really want to keep hold of the boas. Since we are parented, I would like to try to keep everything a little more homogenous and just have more parented. So I might sell those off and then go for some parented ships. But right now they are doing work for me, so I'm not selling them yet. Want to try to get some miners before we go into that route. But this is going to be Skillet signing off for now. I will catch you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you watch.